On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And Sanders has got it complete. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some trying for the tight end. Ertz, and it's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick, and they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And some room to work. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 43 yards that time.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pumps from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. They were searching for the tight end, Darren Fells, but it'll be 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. This is Miller, complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. Again, it's Watson. The quick slant caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A 5-yard touchdown as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded about a yard deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. It's caught by Sanders. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Here we go on 4th down with Wentz. That's to his running back, complete. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Wentz now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. This pass complete, Wentz to Ertz. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down. first down. Wentz. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. And gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. Wentz going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 6 of his throws on this drive. 6-0 our score after 1. Wentz now on first down. Being chased out left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Wentz. Well, that's complete to Sanders. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Now Wentz on 3rd down. Aguilar has it. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Wentz again. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. It's caught by Jackson.
Always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Throwing is Wentz. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Vernon Hargreaves with a pick. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Here we go, son.
After the interception, here's Watson. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Dancing to his left. And he's going to keep it here.
Well, there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Vernon Hargreaves with a pick. And he's got some space here. Past the 20. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself. He's got his tight end. It's Fells. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
50 set, 19, 124, no chance.
Now Watson on 3rd and goal. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
And especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead. Here's Wentz to throw. It's brought in by Jeffrey. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Wentz now on 1st down. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Wentz to throw again. And he'll hit Jeffrey complete. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. 2nd down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Again, it's Wentz. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
The Texans take over. Let's go, baby. Let's go. At their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these 2 teams as we come back for this second half. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter.
Come on now, let's go.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think that...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 38, and he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Jordan Howard that time. And now it's second down. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're
under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Working from the gun, Wentz. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and put...
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Fletcher Cox, the former Mississippi State Bulldog, ringing the cowbell there on the sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Play action from Miller. Now Watson rolling to his left. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Faking the give. Now Watson sliding out of the pocket. Going deep here for Stitt. Oh, wide open. Complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. To throw is Watson. He sets to fire deep. That's caught inside the 20. It's a gain of 34. Now that's 2 big catches that he's had on this drive alone.
And I can hear it right now. If they give up a 3rd to him, whoever does that, go stand on the other sideline. You're persona non grata on our team at that point.
He'll run it. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it with Miller. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They'll run high. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Now he's got it. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
53's the mark. 53. Check 53. Pick me up. Here we go.
On 4th down, Watson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Lamar Miller there to make the grab. And the Texans push further out in front. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They trail by 10, 13-3 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran wrong.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Kiki QT, 28 yards. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now in Houston, it's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the fourth quarter. Wentz now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. From midfield, here's Wentz. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Wentz. He'll hit Jackson, complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The Eagles on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. To throw, it's Wentz. That's caught by Jackson. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. That's to his running back, complete. He cannot wiggle free. They stop him at the line on 4th down. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And this Texans defense stands tall. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Brandon Graham applied the heat off the edge. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Jordan Thomas, the one he was looking for, and it's 3rd down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10?
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Sacked by Brandon Graham. He's been doing that since he entered the league in 2010.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. On first down, Wentz. And that's complete to Jeffrey. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Decent start there to the drive. Big hill to climb, needing 2 touchdowns, also a 2-2-point conversion.
So, partner, how do you eat an elephant?
I don't eat an elephant. Who eats elephant?
But if you do it 1 bite at a time. Okay. That's the way they've got to play this. One play at a time. Yes, there's urgency, but they have to be careful as well.
It's going like a... And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by the corner, Bradley Roby. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Give them 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. Watson. And his throw here's incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Nate Gehring. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Wentz again here on 2nd and 10. Now a desperation throw, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it, and they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. After the interception, here's Watson. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. Ronald Darby that time, the one who got a hand in and knocked it free. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Throwing now, Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Derek Barnett able to maneuver in for the sack. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. 3rd and long, it's Watson. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. So after the INT, here's Wentz. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Angelo Blackson. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Throwing is Wentz. It's brought in by Jeffrey. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Now Wentz on 3rd down. Aguilar has it. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. They come out here in the eye. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Trying to punch it in with Howard. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Jordan Howard taking it in as they are able to cut into that lead. Well, they knew a lot of steps had to happen here. They got step one, the touchdown. You need a two-point conversion here, don't you?
You do, and as you continue to look ahead, if they're able to...
Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. A very pivotal two-point try that does not go their way. Now it's a big uphill battle for the rest of the fourth quarter.
The attempt was to try and make it a one-score game, right? Touchdown, get 2, now you've tied it up. Instead, they don't get it, still down 10.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
50 seconds to mine. Rip left, rip left.
Watson rolling to his right. They'll find Miller. That's complete. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Oh, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Texans as we say so long from Houston. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Just as we were getting ready for air, both teams coming out of their locker rooms, out of the tunnel, and this crowd is pumped up as their Redskins get set to match up with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. A first carry now for Adrian Peterson. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Darius Geis, his first carry of the game. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only to controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now they'll look to Haskins to throw it. Got a man out of the backfield. It's Chris Thompson. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware, a ball may come your way.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. He's got Thompson here, complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive.
Check, 47. Focus, defense, focus. 47's the mic.
Here we go on 4th down, Haskins. And it is incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, Kamara. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
We've called a lot of games, but we don't normally talk about inside linebackers being that fleet of foot, do we?
No, he was able to get outside there to make that play.
Yeah, and you know what makes them faster? Their ability to read plays, understand what offenses are trying to do, and put themselves in proper position.
That'll back them up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now Breeze. And that's caught by Smith. 17 there and a New Orleans 1st down. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. And Kamara has it stripped. But fortunately, the Saints were able to hold on to it, so they will indeed keep possession.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people on.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29, 30, 20, 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions. This drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Check. Yellow lady. Check. 53. Drop deep.
Looking to throw again on second down. Breeze again has it complete. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
He may try and run for this. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. A gain of 8 on the keeper and a first down. Breeze now on first down. Well, this is caught by Ginn. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally down at the 36-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Breeze now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's first and 10. Now Breeze. It's Hill, complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Ready? Yellow lady. Ready? Strong left. Strong left. Striker.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal.
At the 6-yard line.
And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Breeze now on third and goal. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And Lutz's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Well, that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Some fancy footwork, but not much room to operate. Just up past the 25 and no further. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Second and 6 at the 27-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction. Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
And they'll indeed go for it with Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A.J. Klein, and the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape.
Ready? 95-56. Mike, better bring. You better bring.
On first down, Breeze gets this one to Hill. No gain, and it's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Saints have taken the lead. Lutz with the extra point. And the lead is now 10-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
The Redskins take over first and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. You're down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But, boy, getting into field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
Now it's Haskins. He goes full extension, and he's got it. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. From the red zone now, Haskins on first down. Out to his left. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
Ready? 95-56, 95-56.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
That's ready. 5-8, 5-8. Number 53, Mike 53. They gonna need some therapy after this. 13. Mike 53. 53, Mike. Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on.
The final shot before half for Breeze. And Breeze is going to go down in the end zone, a safety. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go. Ready.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Mike 5-5. I got you, Pop.
He can run for it, and he will. And now nothing but green ahead of him. Touchdown, New Orleans. Taysom Hill, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. P.J. Williams with a pick. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism, because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary in that last possession, though.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that, because now...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. P.J. Williams with a pick. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. So after the INT, it's Breeze. Looking for Ginn, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal. Throwing again on 2nd down. Breeze out of the backfield. That's complete to Kamara.
95-56, 95-56.
From the gun on third down, Breeze. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. As his guys are in for 6. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. Lutz good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there sometime, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Third down, here's Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them.
47 Mike, 47 Mike, Mike 47. I'm scared. 47's a Mike, 47's right.
They'll try and throw for it here. Escaping the pressure right. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. And predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Breeze now on first down. He gets it complete to Harris. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. To throw again on second down, Breeze.
Get ready, get ready, get ready. Ready, y'all waiting?
It'll be first and goal when we come back. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 6-yard touchdown run as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
At the 50-yard line.
47's the mic. I'll get him. Get him. Get him. Mike's 47. Mike's 47. Charlie. Together, defense.
From midfield now, Haskins. He'll buy some time right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and it's 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense as well.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. The Redskins go for it. But it doesn't pan out, and the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape.
Ready. You ready? 53 is the mic. Here we go.
On play action. Now Breeze. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Breeze. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The end result, 21 yards.
Yellow lady, yellow lady. Number 53, 53. Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get nervous.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Let's go, D.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle?
And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people...
Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And this is going to be covered up by the Redskins. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
On play action, Haskins. They'll roll him out right. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. P.J. Williams with a pick. He was looking for Paul Richardson there. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted. but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Know your job.
Brees going to throw here. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Ready.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Ricky. 53 to black.
Brees now. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we sign off from Landover. It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are inside of the very spacious Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Just as we were ready for air, it was the Colts emerging from the locker room to great fanfare here in Indy. They're ready to go as the Colts get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. Here's the punter, Rigoberto Sanchez, on to get us started. And in front of a raucous crowd, this one is underway. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Winner. This is Mark Ingram. Takes this up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson on the move to his left. He's going to take off with it and tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. So just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Flushed out right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Jackson throwing here, complete to Boyle.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
He finds Roberts, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Now it's Jackson. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And down right around the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is 3rd down. They go screen. This is Ingram. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. They only got a couple, but a couple is all that they needed as they convert on 4th. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The linebacker, Darius Leonard, applied the heat. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. No score after 1 on EA Sports. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Here's Jackson. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
got a
they?
little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. Well, that will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. So some disappointment?
It's funny. We had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator. What did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because it did end in a kick, but that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
Here we go. 25-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Secure. Come on. I'm coming after you.
Brissett to throw on first. That's complete to the running back, Nyheim Hines. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the gun, here's Brissett. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The passing game for the Colts finding its stride, another 1st down.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll run it with Mack. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Colts have taken the lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with the battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Justin Houston picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. 2 minutes to play in this first half, 7-3 our score. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That one good for 26 and a first down. Jackson on first down. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Jackson now. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Jackson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Walker. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. 23 yards, the final tally. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled.
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Roberts got him. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. They go play action now. Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Jackson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Jackson now. Going to throw again. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. On 4th down, Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. But what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here on the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position after a turnover. I feel like I have a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you, you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football.
Let's go. Let's do this.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all the...
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Domodop Peko racks up the sack.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
On 3rd down, Brissett sliding out of the pocket. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Patrick Owasor providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Here's Snead as they run the jet sweep. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Brissett, flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson, and he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Jackson throwing again, eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm, incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Kenny Moore that time there on the coverage.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 33. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give the Colts 13 yards and a 1st down.
Let's go, D.
1st down, Brissett. He's got it to Hilton. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We're set on 1st down. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Jackson now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Jackson throwing here complete to Boyle. They find some open field here. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Again, Jackson. He's got it to Ingram, complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven 1st down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Gotcha, boy.
Offensive line wasn't set. There's the flag, and 5 yards back they go.
Quarterback has to look around and make sure that his team is ready to go. Sometimes the quarterbacks go faster than is necessary.
Jackson will throw again. This one complete to Ingram. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson, throw left side complete. It's Ingram. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up a third down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now it's Jackson, buying time to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on third down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. It's caught by Roberts. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and goal with this game still hanging in the balance. They go screen. This is Ingram. That's good for a gain of 6. 2nd and goal.
A 6-yard pickup.
One man in the backfield. That's Ingram on 2nd and goal.
Let's go, D.
He's going to get it running right. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll try and run. Ingram. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. A 3-yard touchdown run. As they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter. Justin Tucker for the extra point. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead, and there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
Brissett sets to throw it. They'll run the screen with Mack. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. That one looks like he'll throw here. Steps away. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, is intended target. And it'll bring up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Mike's 57's Mike. I got one.
Brissett looks to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And this ball is going to be touched out just shy of midfield. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. Pierre Desir in on the stop. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Jackson. Well, there's that man again. It's complete. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down.
Push him back. Push him back.
Throwing now is Jackson. That's into the hands of the tight end Boyle. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Jackson to throw. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. So it's up now to one of the most accurate kickers in NFL history, Justin Tucker. 2 for 2 on the afternoon, and a third one winning. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. 14. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Indy.